You ever have a super busy day working on a ton of different things and you reflect back on the day and you didn't really get anything done that was productive or meaningful to move you forward with your goals and where you're trying to get in your career and your business? Same. In this video, I'm going to talk about 3 incredibly simple things that I do that has drastically increased my productivity and making sure that I am moving in the direction that I want to go for my life, my business, my career, and all of the things that I'm trying to achieve for my family. So let's jump right into this thing with number 1. The first thing that I've done is something called the rule of 3. Incredibly simple. At the end of each day, what I will do in preparation for the next day is write down the 3 most important things that I need to accomplish tomorrow. The way I think about these is, what is the highest priority money-making task that I can do? For me, I'm in franchise recruitment for my career, so that might be submitting a franchise agreement. It might be talking to a prospect that is a meaningful meeting to move that conversation forward to buy a franchise. It might be working on a meaningful skill set that is going to help me be more productive in how I communicate for my career or my business. And so, super simple that you just write 3 things down that you want to accomplish tomorrow. And look, you can do this on your computer or an app or something like that. I do it either on a piece of paper that I physically write this on, or I write it on a notepad. And I keep this on my desk right by my computer, and I do this for a couple reasons. One, if I took the time to write it down, it means it's important and I want to see it. The second thing is, everyone is fighting for our attention all day, every day. And so if you have it on an app or your computer, it's very easy to get distracted and forget to look at it, or just kind of out of sight, out of mind, and you don't come back to it and you just kind of forget about it through the day. So when I have this right next to my computer, I get to look at this all day, several times, and I can make sure that if my attention gets pulled away from it, that I will come back to it at some point and make sure that I am working on the things that are most productive. And then so the rule of 3, I do that every day. Finish the day, then I write down the 3 most important tasks to do for tomorrow and continue that path. Just by doing that alone, you will find your productivity on meaningful things will go up through the roof. So I highly encourage you to try at least that one in this video. The second thing that I do is I keep my phone on vibrate mode at all times. And whenever I am working on really productive things that need my focus and attention, a lot of times my phone is not even near me, so I'm not distracted to look at things, hear texts, calls, emails, because that in itself can derail you for minutes or sometimes hours, depending on what you're working on. And so I will keep that thing on vibrate and away from me. So that one, again, very simple, one click of a button and you're there. The third thing that I do is something called the Pomodoro Principle. And this is where you set a timer for 25 minutes to work on a single task. And you don't do anything else. You don't check emails, you don't check text, you don't look at other things that you have on your list. You set a timer for 25 minutes and you do that one thing for 25 minutes. And then after the timer goes off, you take a 5-minute break. I usually like to stretch, walk around, clear my head, and then you set a timer for 25 minutes again, and then you work on another task, sole task, for 25 minutes. Something that was very surprising to me when I started doing this, you will be quite blown away what you can accomplish in 25 minutes when it is the only thing that you are working on with no distractions. We tend to stretch things out for a lot longer than it needs to take to do something, because it's not the only thing that we're usually focused on working on. We usually have, myself speaking here, lots of computer tabs open, emails going, text messages, messages on Slack, and everywhere else. And so in this digital world, the number one thing people are competing for is your attention. And so you, as somebody that's very productive, have to get very good at guarding your time and attention and directing that to what is the most important to you to move your life forward with the goals that you have for yourself. And so to recap, the rule of 3, at the end of today, write down the 3 most important tasks that you can work on tomorrow that will make you the most money or move your business or your career forward the most. The second thing, keep your phone on vibrate mode, and then only look at it when it's time to do calls or things that you need to be doing things on your phone for. And third, use your timer. Set a timer for 25 minutes, work on a single task for the whole time. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break, and then continue doing that for a few intervals, and then take a lunch, go for a walk, do something else, and then reset your mind and focus, and do that throughout the day. Those 3 things have made me so much more productive in guarding my attention and time for what's important. So I'm curious to hear from you. If you have anything else that you do that's made you super productive, I'd love to hear it in the comments below. And then also subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you around in the community to check out these videos that come out each and every week. So this is Dustin. Appreciate you watching. This video is a wrap. Bye for now.